Hey y'all, Dennis Backyard Barbecue. Summertime fun, right? All right, so what we're gonna do today, I've got a pork shoulder roast that we're gonna put on here. I think it's about 3-4 pounds. I'll weigh it here in a few minutes just to give you guys a good idea. It's different than a Boston butt in that this thing ain't got no fat in it. So we're gonna put it on the big green egg. I'm gonna have the convector in there. We're gonna do it indirect at about 250 degrees. We'll see how long it takes. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get this thing injected because I'm going to inject it with some Kinders Honey Hot BBQ sauce. We're going to let that marinate for a little while, and then we're going to put some butt rub on it. Man, we're going to throw it on the grill. I'm thinking we're probably going to make us some pork steaks out of this thing when we're done. So, let's get to it. Okay, I've got my Kinders Honey Hot BBQ sauce. And I've got this old salt container that I use for holding my injections. So I'll take and insert this in there like that. All right. It's going to run back out a little bit. We ain't worried about that. The reason I use this little container is so I can put just ever how much sauce I want to inject in it. I don't want to go into the bone here. So I put ever how much sauce I want to inject in it. And it's tall and skinny. So it makes it relatively easy to get the sauce out. All right, so now we're going to run right in here this way. All right, if we got anything left, we're going to dump it over the top like that. And we'll use that for a binder because we're going to put a little butt rub on. So, let me get the butt rub and get the injector out of the way, and we will be right back. All right, so we got our bad Byron's butt rub. That's what we're going to put on here. We're going to give it a good coating. The reason I injected it first was because we did have a little washout, and I wanted to make sure that my rub stayed on. All right, so all right, we got it all seasoned up. I'm gonna let it sit for about an hour, and meanwhile we'll be getting the green egg set up for it and up to temperature, and I'll see y'all in about an hour. All right, let's get this slab of meat on the grill. Put it right there in the middle. We are going to run the grill at 250 for ever how long it takes. And I'm going to use my ThermoPro Temp Spike Pro. This is the Wi-Fi version that I talk about all the time because I love this thing. And we're just going to stick it right down in there, all the way to the hilt. And that's going to tell us what we need to know. So let's shut it down. We're going 250 degrees. I'll probably pull this thing about 140, 145. I'm not making barbecue out of it. I'm going to cut it into steaks. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, so we've been running about 275 the whole time. Let's take a look and see what we got going on. Let me use my lightning to confirm this. We ended up going to 250. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get you in here. See, we're getting good draw on the bones. I didn't want it to be well done. I also didn't want it to be with this big of a piece of meat. with this big of a piece of meat, I didn't want it to be medium rare because Mrs. Backyard Barbecue wouldn't like that. All right, so this probe is saying 149. My Lightning is saying 158 over there, 170 over there, 160 over there. I think this thing's ready to pull. And like I said, the alarm hasn't gone off yet on the ThermoPro, but it will be momentarily because now it's showing 149. So let me get this temp spike out of here. And I did, by the way, I told y'all I was going to weigh this thing, I forgot. And I know that thing is going to be hot as all get out. All right, so let's pull it off here. All right, let's take this off. I'll put it in my aluminum pan. Now I'm gonna wrap it in tin foil and we're gonna let it rest for at least an hour. So let me grab some tin foil real quick and we'll get it all wrapped up and we're gonna let it rest. Then we're gonna have a taste. We'll be right back. All right, so we're gonna cover it up. I'm gonna let it rest for an hour or two. Then we'll cut into it and see what it tastes like. See y'all in an hour or two. Okay, so it's been resting for about 2 hours. So let me get it over here on the cutting board. I'll dump this au jus down the drain. We'll get rid of that. Okay, now I'm gonna come right down here down the bone. Because I told you I'm gonna cut these into steaks. Now this is not a fall off the bone cook. So don't make the mistake of thinking that. Okay, I'm cutting some steaks out of this. And I'm going right down bone all the way. And this bone is still really daggone hot. Okay. Let's finish cleaning this bone off. I'm going to clean it too good because Mrs. Backyard Barbecue is going to be wanting to hang on to this for the dogs. Okay. So, we got this cooked. Make me some slices. I'm going to take these gloves off and adjust the camera a little bit. And then I'll let you guys watch me taste it and see what it tastes like. All right, that works. Okay, so, first, let me give you a little picture of that. All right, so you see we got a nice little smoke ring on there. Now let's see, is it tender? Yep. Is it juicy? Yep. I can also taste the injection sauce. Man, that is so good. I'm gonna have me another piece. I hate that I forgot to weigh it, but it's gonna feed me and the missus for a couple days. Man, that is good. All right, let me get everything situated so I can finish this video up and we'll be right back. All right, y'all. So that did my pork shoulder roast. And that was from my son's farm, one of his pigs. His butcher took care of that, and he sent it back down south to me. So it tasted really good. It's still tasting really good. I'm gonna put the recipe down in the description. Now, I could have pulled this off a little sooner. Could have put it off at 140 or even 135. Because you can eat medium rare pork. But I decided to let it go to 150. And then I let it rest for 2 hours. So it probably made 155, 156 internal. Man, it's good. It ain't dry. It's real good. Anyway, I'm going to put the recipe in the description, and I'm going to put a couple links down there too, so y'all click on the links and buy stuff using those links, and you help the channel out. Until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.